See,
Yeah, hold on. Why don't you just tell everybody what you just said, and we'll just get
What's
it
that?
all over again.
no, the meeting is already recorded and online and can be watched live and can be watched later.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that is concerns about somebody recording it individually, that they can do some pasting and all that business, which we, to distort something, or not present something.
We should just get rid of the First Amendment then.
Pardon?
We should get rid of the First Amendment. Something like edited a book that's already been copyrighted and everything and printed.
No.
You know. Yeah.
Well, I believe in.
We should like
all
edit the
amendments.
Bible and everything. You know, that way nobody does their own thing to it.
Yeah.
So I went to a local, I live in Callaway, Florida, and I went to a local planning board meeting today. It was to approve, basically two people had requested things. One was a RV and boat storage area be put on some property that is right next to a daycare that the guy owns all of it. I think it's about a total of 3 or maybe 5 acres. I don't remember. And the thing is, we are not allowed to have RVs, boats, travel trailers, utility trailers, and a broken down cars and stuff in our driveway, in our front yard. It has to be either on the side or a few other interesting stipulations, in the backyard or covered by a carport. So if you can have one of those things and you put a carport over it, you're good, which obviously you're gonna have to go to the commission and get approval for a carport too, because that's something you have to have a permit for. But it's weird because the commissioners don't want you to have a RV, like our RV that's a 2019 that we paid $65,000 for, because it, is bringing down the property value. So what I told everybody when I was making a comment on a Facebook group is that, if it has a current tag, current registration, insurance and all that, who cares, how it looks, what it is, because if you guys have seen my Titan, that thing, it looks like it has like negative value. Like I need to pay whoever takes it off of my hands to junk it like $300, but it runs barely, it drives, has a current tag on it, has current registration, have insurance. So it's kind of weird where you draw the line. So go to this meeting, and they opened it up for public comment on each one of the things. I didn't speak because I didn't want to piss the commission, or actually it's like the planning board, piss them off. I mean, the commissioners were there too, a few of them, but you don't want to like piss them off right before they vote. And I might personally say something that makes them so mad that I tank the guy's opportunity to make his own, to get his stuff approved that he wants. So I go in there, there's a picture at the, there's a picture, hold on, I'll show it to you. Oh, actually it's on the burner phone. So I walk in there and I'm gonna live stream the thing, so I go, and then right at the front door when you go in, there's a thing that says, turn off your phones and all that. So I go in and ask one of the workers, if I can live stream. I asked because I'm kind of nice, and even if you tell me no, I'm going to do it anyway. So she said, no, I can't. And I said, well, you better call the city lawyer, because they have a lawyer. Step one, call the city lawyer, because I'm fucking doing it whether or not, you say I can. So she's like, I don't have her number. So she called somebody else at the city, and they told her, that I can film. So I live streamed it from an iPhone, so the audio and video is horrible when you live stream. I didn't actually record it. So after the meeting get done, and one of the city commissioners, hold on, let me read you his name, David Griggs, who is from Ward number 2 in Callaway, is, so it's funny, like as I'm live streaming, I have two phones, so I take the burner phone, and I don't want to hold it the whole time because it's going to be shaky, so I prop it up against a chair, and this motherfucker, I didn't know who he was. He just comes and sits down in front of that chair, looks right at me, right at my phone, and just sits right in front of us. And I'm like, you motherfucker, like, why would you, we're not cattle, don't sit in front of me, don't sit in front of my fucking video. So anyway, I picked up my phone and put it on a different chair. Then we get done with the meeting, and I'm talking to some people, and he's like, oh yeah, I heard somebody was recording the whole thing. And I was like, yeah, that was me. And he was like, well, we really don't like this, and blah 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 blah, and you might copy and edit the video. And I was like, well, you can watch the video, it's gonna be at the end of this rant, or it might be before. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it together. He was like, yeah, we don't we broadcast it ourselves, we live stream it, it's on the website, we don't want anything to be edited. I was like, well, you might as well just fucking get rid of the whole First Amendment, because I might go and randomly edit some fucking text in a book that's already made, or the Bible, or like, he didn't really have anything to say, and just walked out of the building. Fucking jackass. Just like really, really, really weird. Another reason on why you need to hold these elected officials accountable, and I would say vote new ones in, but they're all fucking pro-establishment. They don't want you to have any rights. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care that you want to record them and show how they truly are. And obviously the city commissioners don't want to change they've brought it up that they do need to. They have had a lot of us talking about RVs on Facebook. They're like, oh, it's always on Facebook, it's on Facebook. Well, like, what do you think all of us fucking old people use? Yeah, we're gonna network and we're gonna get together on Facebook. And yeah, not everybody can go to the meetings, not everybody just doesn't work like me, like it's not always that easy. So it's very interesting that they don't want us to have RVs or any of those other things I listed, but they won't approve a guy to have them, to have a storage facility, another storage facility. They're like, we don't want more storage facilities, we don't want more car washes, they don't want nothing that brings jobs or, adds to the market. So you can have more than one RV storage place, so you drive the cost down. I mean, there's a crap load. So yeah, not like another one is gonna like just kill the fucking neighborhood. It's kind of crappy, kind of a weird way of looking at it, but I don't know. Yeah, they don't like free speech. They don't want you to fucking get them on, they're okay. It's okay if it's on the city website, because let me tell you what, I'm not that tech savvy, but I still can't find the shit on their fucking website. It takes forever to navigate their website. It's not very user friendly. You can't go and watch it. You can't find it. People talk about them all the time. They're like, oh, it's on the video, and they're like, where's the video at? Why can't we find the video? It's because they don't want you to see it. So yeah, here we are. All of us that own boats and RVs and travel trailers and utility trailers. It's even to the point where people that have like food truck businesses like close their business because they weren't allowed to keep their food truck at their property because it's considered a commercial vehicle. And mind you, if you're watching this and you're like, okay, yeah, I don't want everybody to have an RV blocking my driveway, blocking my view for the safety, bringing the area property values down. This is, look at these trees. You see how those trees are leaning? Those trees ain't leaning because they're weak. Those trees are leaning because we got wrecked by Hurricane Michael in 2018. So it's funny, I can't have my RV in front of my house, but the house across the street, just this last year, in 2023, is when he finally got a new roof put on his house. Up until that, it was a blue tarp on his house. And you drive around and there's blue tarps still on a lot of houses in the city. So, like, there's gonna be a few people that maybe they don't have $1 million to live in another house while they renovate their old house, so it's gonna happen. It's just annoying from a standpoint of like, do I want to keep my RV in the front yard forever? No. It fucking takes up like half of my driveway. I'd rather have room to park my vehicles and ease of access to the garage and all that crap instead of just randomly not being able to access it. So yeah, no, I don't want to have my RV at the house all the time. I would like it where I don't have to store it and pay to store it, like I would like that freedom. Not everybody has the money to just pay, because I looked at it, it was like $150 a month to store it somewhere, I mean, mine is like $50 because I store it on base, but we had to wait for like 2 years to get a storage spot on base. And now it's like gold, so you don't give it up no matter what. So not everybody has the luxury of being able to just, fucking put down another huge amount of money per month to store an RV. And it's funny because like we got, a certified mail and, with our violation from the city, we're going to fine you up to $500 a day if the RV's here. You're not allowed to have it. So like the rules are weird. You can have it like, so say you go on a trip, you camp, you go on a camping trip. The city allows you 1 day to pack it, and then when you get back, they allow you 1 day to clean it. Well, just because I'm out here walking around doesn't mean I'm not old and broken. Just resealing my roof took me like a week to do, like it takes a while. I need all kinds of stuff done to the RV. It's kind of counterintuitive to me saying that it's new and worth a lot of money, but yeah, we live in a saltwater environment, so like the AC on the top needs to get like the fan replaced. So I need all kinds of stuff done, reseal the rest of the roof because I only did certain spots. It takes forever to get stuff done. Changing the oil for the engine, changing the oil for the generator. Like, it takes a lot of stuff. Cleaning it, washing all the bedding. It takes more than like a day to get it ready for a trip. And the other thing that sucks is I have 3 batteries in it, 2 for the house, so 2 deep cycles that are like $250 each, and then 1 for the engine, that's like $150. And the fucked up thing is it goes through them a lot because even though they're made to get like drained and replenished with electricity, if you don't ever charge them or keep them on a charge or drive the thing a lot, like it kills the battery. So like not having the opportunity to hook it up to a battery tender kind of really kills the battery. So we go through batteries like about every 2 years, which they should last anywhere from 3 to like 5 years. So that part of it is annoying, that I have to store somewhere or I don't have electricity to hook up a battery tender to it. I have to store it somewhere where I can't plug it into shore power to, get the fridge going before I go camping. So I gotta like do random things like bring it to the house at night when I'm not gonna drive by and inspect it. Just like all of these things. And then when you keep dig further into things, it's just like they're way, way, way more against you knowing who the people that are in control are. So like in the state of Florida, like when we first got our what I was trying to tell you about the second time I got an email about moving it, I told them, hey, this is the list of things that I need done. This is the list of the reasons why I think that we should be able to keep it out our property, wear and tear on driving it, extra, time, all this stuff. I'll put it in one of the comments because I use ChatGPT and it's an amazing list in case you're trying to fight your fucking local people too. And I asked him, I said, hey, what's the no shit fine? Because I'm not going to get fined $500 a day. So like, what's the no kidding fine? And I emailed him like 3 times, this fucking code enforcement douchebag, and he would never fucking respond to me. Like never. Just fucking, no, fuck you. I'm not going to fucking, I don't care. So when we first got our, like 3 years ago when we moved here and we got our first violation notice, I was like, let me look up all these commissioners. Let me look up their houses, drive by their houses and see what they... And I tell you what, like all those motherfuckers have RVs and I have boats, and not all of them keep them on the side or under a carport. But the funny thing is, if you read certain laws for the state, the people that are in charge of everything, like code enforcement wise, their address isn't public record because of what they do. So the commissioners and people like that have to actually like live in the city, I think for 2 years before they're allowed to be on the commission to get, go up for election and get voted in. They got to live in town. So there's no really a way to tell if the person that goes by and inspects things and tells you can't do this, we don't know where he lives, because his address is private, which is kind of shitty. It's like, hey, you're the one that goes around and tells people who can move here and you know, have their boat or RV, but like, you're not going to be able to drive by my house and look to see what I do. It's kind of shitty. So very interesting from a standpoint of they really want to be able to get away with whatever they want to get away with and not like tell you anything. So yeah. And the other thing that sucks, and you know, I'm not no snitch, so I ain't said a goddamn thing, and I never will, but it's not like, you know, I never will like point out where they live. But it's not like we're the only motherfucker in a town with a RV or a boat or, you know, this, that, and other violation. So it's just very, very, very interesting. But they changed that law, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, where if you do have somebody that files a complaint with the city for somebody, you know, being a snitch and tells what you're doing, it's public record now. So I thought about, I don't know, it's hard to do. Like, do I want to keep harassing the guy, ask him how much the fine is where he keeps driving by my place, or just like continually every day have somebody check on it or something? You know, I don't want to do that. You don't want to poke the bear too much, because they have more money, more lawyers, more cops, all of these things, more than I do. You know, it's just little old me and, you know, my family, so we can't really fight them too much. That's why they hate the camera, because that's the best way to fight them, because they don't want to fucking be shown how shitty they are. So it's interesting. I think this motherfucker that told me no recording in there, that he didn't want me recording, I think he's actually up for re-election. So we're gonna put this video of him being anti-freedom right on the same page where I live streamed it, so everybody can see exactly how he is and what he thinks, because they don't fucking want you to have the freedoms, they just want to restrict it. So we're gonna put that out, and kind of along the same lines. So the reason I haven't requested the paperwork, the history on who complained, if somebody complained about my RV, or if the guy actually drove by and you know, found it and wrote it down and said, hey, you're in violation. I don't know if that's what happened, or if one of my neighbors snitched on me. You know, fuck them if they did, because that's fucked up. Our RV is very short, and when I park it, I make sure that it doesn't block their view safely for them to back out of their driveway or whatever, you know. So I'm very thoughtful, is that the word? I keep in mind that I'm not on an island, you know, to make sure that I don't just like fuck them over too. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't want to find out who snitched on me, because I don't want to make the guy mad and make him have more reason, because he's fucking probably going to be a vindictive douchebag, have more reason to come and harass me and shit about like my property. So yeah, long story short, long rant, 17-minute rant to say that this piece of shit commissioner for Callaway doesn't like video. So you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna come to more of the meetings, and instead of just bringing my little phone, I'm gonna bring the fucking GoPro, tripod, fucking external fucking microphone, all kinds of good shit. And we'll show him exactly what the First Amendment is about.